Dear children, now it is clear that maintaining all sociological aspects, a man becomes social. A child takes birth in his family and he learns so many things, maintaining sociological aspects. And after that, he goes to school. There he learns so many things: how to sit, how to stand, how to take permission, how to behave in and out the classroom, how to behave with the friends, how to show the respect to the authority, how to show the exact respect to the teacher. You cannot enter to the class without taking permission. You have to wait at the door, and you have to take permission. After getting permission, you have to enter. So these are the systematic procedure of sociological aspects. Then you will become social. Otherwise, the motto of sociological aspects, the motto of sociology cannot be fulfilled. So these are all the systematic procedure. From home, you will learn so many things, and from schools and colleges you will learn so many things, and in the outer world how to behave yourself you have learned. So my dear children, sociology is a systematic procedure. It is the systematic description and explanation of society viewed as a whole. So I think maintaining all sociological aspects you have understood, and physical education teaches us how to behave with others and how to become social. All the sociological aspects, physical education teaches us. So physical education and games and sport, it is an important social institution where we learn to live in a better way, to adjust ourselves socially. Games and sports advance cultural heritage. For a clear-cut understanding of games and sports as a cultural heritage, it is essential to understand the meaning of culture. Culture means to create something new, to create. So culture begins from home, and cultural heritage means the transfer of the values, traditions and convention of the past to the present, and from the present to the future with the appropriate modifications. Now it can be properly understood whether games and sports are man's cultural heritage or not. Last year I already told you, I taught you so many things, that physical education is as old as the human race. At those periods, survival is the fittest was only one motto. So people were going from one place to another place. They are running and they are jumping to save themselves. They are hunting with big stones and later on it became a sport, that's floating the sword. They were swimming and crossing the river from one place to another, and later on it was swimming. They were hunting with arrow and bow. Later on it was transferred archery. So physical education as old as the human race. In fact, games and sports are not new to the people of the world. Now we have modified all the activities of the past and we presented before all in a new manner with full of rules and regulations. So, at those periods, the activities of running, jumping, and throwing were part of man's life in order to save himself from wild animals and hunting for the meal. So, survival of the fittest was man's life in order to save himself from wild animals and hunting for the meal. Slowly and steadily, the activities were changed in the form of games and sports with specific rules and regulations. In fact, it is the contribution of various civilizations such as Greek civilization, Greece, Rome, England, Germany, China, Japan, Sweden, USA, and India. A brief explanation of the contribution towards the sports we will discuss later on. So, my dear children, this is the games and sports is our cultural heritage. So, did you understand? Games and sports as man's cultural heritage. So, please go through this lesson, and after that, again we will discuss that what was the contribution of our ancient people of different countries. Thank you.